Hello there. In this video, we'll be learning to set up a new document or creating one. We'll be learning to import an image file or photo into your document or your artwork. And then we'll do a bit on layers. So let's dive right in. This is Adobe Illustrator 2020. You could be using any other version. What I'm about to do, it cuts across versions. So any other version you're using, you can still follow along. When you open Illustrator, you should see a button as this, create new. So you click on create new, and you should see a dialog box like this. We'll be going with the A4, and at the right there are a lot of options that you should see. For our name, this part is for name. For our name, let's just call it artwork 1. Forget about this, we'll talk about them later. Then choose this portrait, this landscape. So let's just go for landscape. Keep your artboard as just one. We'll talk about bleed sometime later. Color modes. Just know that CMYK is more for print work. RGB is more for work that is going to be viewed on a screen, like a smartphone or the like. Raster effect, let's keep it at 150. I'll explain what PPI is sometime later. And then hit on create. So you should have a new document open up as this. Now, in this document, what is on your right might be different from mine. All you have to do is click on this option here and change to essentials. You are probably on layout or you are on automation, whatever it is. If you want to be able to follow along easily, just click on essentials. And you have it the exact same way I also have it. Now we need to import our artwork. Okay, to import an artwork, we go to File, Place, and it opens up a dialog where we can select an artwork. Mine is here in resource files, so I choose this artwork. And make sure you select on template. Okay, make sure you select on template, and I'll explain what template does. So the artwork comes on this. Now what template does is that it makes you unable to move the art on the board, so you cannot move it around. It's just stuck on it. And when you look at the right hand side, you can see that there's a lock key on it, and then this sign is, instead of just the eye, it is more of like a frame. It does the same thing as the eye. You can take it off and on, off and on, but it's like a frame. The reason why it's like a frame is because it has dimmed the artwork a bit. The artwork had brighter colors, but I dimmed it a bit so that we can work on top of it. And the lock makes it unable to move. So once you take off the lock, you can see that you can actually move the artwork. You can actually move the artwork around. So I want to move it around. I want to center it a bit. Okay, that's good enough for me. And I come back and I hit on the lock so that it doesn't move any longer. Yes, so we have created a new document. We've placed in a hand-drawn picture. So I actually do this with a pen on an A4 sheet, and I've imported it into the document. Then I've explained to you what this does, the visibility toggle, and then the lock. When we are ready to work, you make sure that your layer 1 is selected, not the locked. The layer 1 is selected, and then you can begin to draw on this. So that's all for this video. In our next video, we'll start actually drawing this in Illustrator so that it becomes like a vector that we can share or manipulate. See you in the next video.